Good morning. In the present class, we learn Chomsky classifications of languages. So, uh, before we go to the classifications, we have to learn two definitions. First one is left context, and second one is right context. In the production rule of the form, if your production is of the form pi a psi replaced by pi alpha psi, where pi is called the left context and psi is called the right context, where a is always a variable and pi alpha psi is called the replacement string, where alpha belongs to Vn union sigma star. Okay, so this type of production rules here pi is known as left context and psi is called as right context. So we see the examples here. First production rule AB capital A B C D replaced by AB capital AB B C D. Here AB is called the left context and BCD is the right context. BCD is the right context and alpha is equals to AB. Alpha is equals to AB. So pi A psi, here also pi A psi. So AB, BCD, BCD. A is replaced by alpha. A is replaced by alpha. So here alpha is equals to AB. Now second production rule, AC replaced by capital A. Here C is replaced by empty string. So here A is the left context. A is the left context and the right context is empty string. So empty string is the right context. Whereas alpha is equals to also empty string. Alpha is also the empty string. Since in the place of C there is no string here, so that is simply empty string. So the actual production rule is AC replaced by A. So now third production rule, here C replaced by ME string. So the left and right context here both the left and right context is ME string. So here empty string is the both left and right context. Left and right context. And alpha is also a empty string. So this is the left and right context definitions. By using this, we learn some types of language grammars. So by considering the form of production rules, we classify the grammars. That is the famous Chomsky. Chomsky classifies the grammars into 4 types. Those are type 0 grammar, type 1 grammar, type 2 grammar, and type 3 grammar. So these are classified by classified by Chomsky. So these are classified by Chomsky. So initially we learn I0 production. A production without any restriction is called a I0 production. So whatever production rule belongs to the is called I0 production. So any phrase structure grammar without any restrictions. A phrase structure grammar is meaning G is equals to Vn sigma E. Yes, already we have learned. So this type of structure is called phrase structure grammar. So any phrase structure grammar without any restrictions is called as I0 grammar. So the examples of the production rules. Yes is replaced by yes, yes is replaced by M is replaced by A, or A replaced by AB, or A replaced by AC. Whatever production rule is belongs to the I0 grammar. So basically we consider only the based on the production rules we classify these grammars. So that is the basic point. Based on the production rules, Chomsky classified these types of grammars. So initially there is I0 grammar. So the second one, I1 grammar. So for I1 grammar, we introduce I1 production. So a production of the form IA psi replaced by I alpha psi is called a I1 production, where alpha is not equal to ME string. So alpha is not a ME string. In this production rules, erasing of A is not permitted. Okay. So now, what is the I1 grammar? So a grammar which if all its production rules are I1 productions, then the grammar is known as I1 grammar. This is also called as context sensitive grammar or context dependent grammar. So this is the basic word. So context sensitive grammar. So the examples are BAC replaced by BABC. BABC. So here A psi, I alpha psi. Here B is pi, C is psi. So B is pi, C is psi, and AB is alpha. Like left context and right context. So clearly, yes is replaced by AB. Here, M strings are both pi and psi, and alpha is AB. Alpha is AB. Clearly, AB replaced by AB. Here, B is the right context, and M string is the left context, and alpha is A. So, the production rule yes replaced by M string is also allowed in this grammar. But in this case, yes does not appear on the right hand side of any production rule. So, and context sensitive language is simply the language generated by the context sensitive grammar or context sensitive language grammar. So here is called the context sensitive grammar. So sorry, is language. This is also language. Called I1 language or context sensitive language. And next definition, monotonic grammar or length increasing grammar. A phrase structure grammar is said to be a monotonic grammar if all the production rules are of the form alpha replaced by beta with the condition the length of alpha always less than or equals to length of beta. This means length of alpha. So length of alpha always less than or equals to length of beta, or yes replaced by ME string. So these are the examples for monotonic grammar. Yes is replaced by A, capital A, B. Here the alpha is denoted by S and beta is denoted as AB, capital AB. So the length of alpha is 1 and the length of beta is 3. So which is the length of alpha less than or equals to length of beta. So similarly AB and AB. Here the length of alpha is 2 and the length of beta is 2. So which is equals to. So that implies less than or equals to. Similarly. Okay. Now type 2 projection. A projection of the form A replaced by alpha, where A belongs to Vn and alpha belongs to Vn union sigma star, is called type 2 projection. In generally, the left hand side of the projection rule has no left convex and right convex. So those types of projection rules are known as type 2 projections. Here are some examples. Yes replaced by So here there is no left and right convex. So and A replaced by capital A, B replaced by ABC, and A replaced by ME string. So these type of projection rules are called type 2 projection. And next definition, type 2 grammar or context-free grammar. A grammar is called a type 2 grammar if it contains only type 2 projections. Similarly, if the language contains the type 2 grammar, then it is called the type 2 language or context-free language. Similarly, now we see the next definition, type 3 projection. Okay. So, a projection of the form A replaced by A or A replaced by AB. So, where AB are variables, A is the terminal, small a is the terminal. This is called type 3 projection. And the grammar contains the type 3 projections is known as the type 3 grammar or regular grammar. So these are the examples. A replaced by C. C is terminal. And S replaced by AS like this. So A replaced by AB. So S replaced by AS. And A replaced by small a, capital A. And S replaced by terminal. Non-empty string. So the S replaced by non-empty string is available in allowed in all the 4 grammars. So please note that point. And regular language. A language generated by type 3 grammar is called a regular grammar. So now we see some examples. Okay. Now we see some examples to classify the following grammar. Okay. Now yes replaced by it is known as yes replaced by is on type 2. So that means type 2 grammar. Yes replaced by is type 2 grammar. Similarly, now we see that B replaced by ABC, which is also a B replaced by ABC, so which is also a type 2 grammar. grammar. Now, if we want to A replaced by C and A replaced by B, yes. A replaced by B, yes. Similarly, A replaced by B, yes. Like S replaced by A, like A replaced by B is also a type 2 grammar. But A replaced by C, which is the terminal, here C is the terminal, so this is type 3 grammar. Type 3 grammar. So, what is type 3 grammar? A replaced by C, A replaced by terminal. So, those type of production is called as type 3 grammar. Now we see S replaced by A, yes, B, which is the type 2 grammar. Which is type 2 grammar. And S replaced by D, S replaced by D, like yes, A replaced by C, which is terminal. Here D is also a terminal. So this is type 3 grammar. Type 3 grammar. So this is also a type 3 grammar. So this is the homework. So please do it yourself. What you actually replaced by A, yes, it belongs to which type of grammar. Similarly, yes replaced by terminal CAD, it belongs to which type of grammar. So now we take the languages and their relation. So type 0 language, the family of type 0 languages is denoted by L0 is L. So L0. LCS1 denote the family of context-sensitive languages. Similarly, LCF1 denote the context-free languages. LR1 denote the family of regular languages. So these are the properties. So those properties, this is the LR1, that is the family of regular languages subset are equals to the family of context-free language. Similarly, these two. But this is the main property. This is the main property. Family of regular languages always subset are equals to family of context-free languages, and which is subset are equals to context-sensitive languages, subset are equals to type 0 language. So this is by property 1 and 2. By properties 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So best example is yes replaced by empty string, which is belongs to the all the languages. So in that case, LR1 is equals to LCF1 and is equals to LCS1 equals to L0. Thank you.